I feel like you can't. Can you see me? Okay. Hey guys, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Okay, so today is basically the first video of my back to school series. And so I was going to be doing a what's in my backpack, but at least in my school, we are not going back to school because of COVID, at least for the beginning of the year. They're reevaluating in September, but for the beginning of the year, we are starting with e-learning. So I decided, instead of what's in my backpack, because I'm not going to be using my backpack, I would do what's in my desk, because this is what I'm going to be using. So this is basically a what's in my desk video, I guess, but it's basically what's in my backpack. This is sort of just what I'm going to be using for when we go back to school. So this is my desk. This is from IKEA. It is sort of like one of the create your own desks. They don't really sell this desk. So basically these legs are just silver legs, and then I just have a white tabletop. And then this is from the FAL desk. And so I got this, and I really wanted the FAL desk, but they were out of stock. And so I'm like, okay, I'll just get the attachment. So I got this attachment, and I think it's helpful because it stores a lot, and it looks really nice and clean. So I'll sort of start with like the base of my desk, not this. So first I have this cute little plant. So it's a cute little plant. It's fake because I can't keep anything alive. And then I have these cute little lanterns. I'll plug them in. Okay, so next I have these cute little lanterns. So these my friend got me for my birthday, and they are so cute. I was gonna hang them above my desk, but they were too short, like the length of it was too short to hang above. So I put them on, and I think they're still super duper cute. So they just add a little bit of a touch, a warmy touch to it. So these are what these are. Then I'm going to put something above my desk at some point because it's super bare right now. So I'm going to put some sort of decoration-y thing up there. But then I have my computer. So this is a Chromebook. I'm not too sure what kind it is. It's Acer Chromebook R11, if that means anything to you. But I think it's really helpful having a Chromebook, especially where I, like, in 8th grade, which is the grade I'm going into, because we still use our Chromebooks. Before high school, I think I'm going to get like a MacBook just because I need a little bit better of a computer. But this works perfect for now because we use Chromebooks at school, so it's nice to have my own Chromebook at home that I can use. So that's that. That's what I'm going to be doing most of my work on in like my Zoom classes. Okay, so next I'll get to this big thing. So on here, sort of like the decoration things, I guess, I have a clock. It is set to the right time, so it's very helpful. I don't have another clock in this room. So I have a nice little clock, so I can always know what time it is. Then I just have some lotion and chapstick because I always need these. Like, I'm always dry in some sort of place, either my lips or my hands. So it's nice to have a lotion and chapstick. So this is a cake batter chapstick. And then I have a marshmallow pumpkin latte lotion. Next, I have this little whiteboard on here. This is really supposed to be for your locker, but don't have one of those this year. So I decided to put it on here so I can write different things that I need to do, like the times of my Zoom classes and stuff like that. So sort of just helpful. Then right next to that, I have this little pencil holder. I got this from Target. Oh yeah, also the lights are from Target. And the plant is from Target, in case you're wondering where it's from. So I got this container from Target, and inside of it I have one little spot that holds a bunch of Sharpies. These are really pretty colors that I think match sort of what I was going for over here. So those are in there in case I ever need a Sharpie. Then in the next little pencil holder section, I have a dry erase marker for the board. I have two of these midliner double-ended double point highlighters. They're from Zebra. And then I have these two highlighters from Stabilo Boss, I think is how you pronounce it. And so I have a green and a purple. So that is all I have for the pens area. And then in this little side thing, it's like a little bit bigger, I just put all of these Post-it notes, which I got at Target, and I thought they were super cute colors. So these I just put in this area. So that is it for like the bottom section. Then in the top, I'll start with this because this is just Kleenex. I have a thing of Kleenex in case I ever need one. It's just sitting in the top section. And then over here, I have a bunch of index cards because index cards are super helpful if you're like doing vocab words or anything like that. It's just good things to take notes on. So the next thing I have is this little like pink cup holder. I had this on my old desk. This is actually a new desk. I got this new desk since we are doing like e-learning, my old desk was sort of gross and I couldn't even fit my legs under the old desk because it was like a kid's desk, so it was super low to the ground. So yeah, this is a new desk. So I had a bunch of these in my old desk, and so I decided to take one of these. And basically this has like a bunch of pens and pencils that I need. The other ones were like highlighters and markers and stuff. But this has a pair of scissors, and then it has all pens and pencils. So these pencils are my favorite pencils. They didn't have any cute colors at the store, so I just have this like green and blue, which I'm not a huge fan of, but I mean, I don't really care the color of my pencil. Then I have a ton of pens. These are Stabilo Bros pens, and these are super nice pens. I love these pens. They all sort of just look like that. I put my favorite colors in here. I like a lot. I have a bunch more colors, but I put my favorite. Oh my gosh, I can't keep track of this. I put my favorite colors in here, so it's just a bunch of pens. And then I have a bunch of the Papermate, like these types of pens, which are really good. And then I also have a bunch of the Papermate, these types of pens. So those are basically all the pens and pencils, and then I have my scissors in here. And then in this big area right here, I have all of my like journals and folders and stuff. So I'll start with my planner. So this is my daily planner. I just went with this like clean gray one. I got this at Target. So it just says like 2020 to 2021 on it. It's pretty simple. Then I just have a bunch of journals. I also have one back here. So it's super helpful to just have a bunch of journals for school because, well, I call them journals. You could call it like a notebook or something. Because you want to take notes, especially for when you do tests. I know my teachers and a lot of teachers sometimes let you use your notes on your tests. Not like the big tests, we're not allowed to use notes, but some of like our smaller quizzes and stuff. We have things called like homework quizzes and like all these other quizzes that we're allowed to use our notebooks as help for them. So I think it's really helpful to take notes. And so for math also, we have one big book, and so we don't have a workbook. We have a book, and then we have to use a notebook to put all our work in. So for math, I have a 3 subjects because you have to do like all your homework and all your work in your notebook. So it's just a really big one, and I put it in white because I like the cleanness of white. And then I also have this one. I don't know, for these next 3, these are all just 1 subjects. I don't know what class I'm going to use them for yet. I'll have to see. But let's say for LA, English, we have another white one. And then let's say social studies, we have a black one. And then science, like a blue one. So they're just 1 subject because it's really helpful to take notes in them. So I can use my colorful pens to take notes with these. Okay, so the next thing I have is my binder. So this year I went with like this pretty pink color of a binder. And so in it I just have all of my folders. I think this is a 1-inch binder. So it's a 1-inch binder, and then in it I just put all of my folders, if you can see here. I only need 5 folders, and so I just did them in rainbow order because for us, I know like on TikTok and stuff, a little bit ago there was like what color folder it is for us. Red is math. Orange, I have orange for Spanish because that's what like our language is. Yellow Soc, green science, blue English. And so that's what my color folders are. So it's just helpful to have all my folders in a binder so that there's not just like a bunch of folders everywhere. I think it's really helpful to put them all in a binder. And so I think this one is super cute. Okay, so that is everything for the desk. You may think I'm done, but I'm not. So this is everything that I think I will need like the majority of the time. But if I turn you around over to here, this is a different stand that I have that I'm going to use for school supplies. This is all just extra school supplies. So clearly I have a lot. So basically, I'll start up here. I just have a bookmark in case we're reading like a book and I need a bookmark. I have one. And then I have some extra Sharpies if I ever need more in a little thing. Then I have a bunch of extra Post-its in this container. Then in this container, I have some thumbtacks if I need to like hang something up. I have extra pens, like mechanical pencils, extra big erasers, and then I have some tape. Probably done. You probably couldn't see my head. Sorry about that. Okay, anywho, then I have this container which just has a bunch of extra dry erase markers and some highlighters, some pens. It sort of just has a bunch of random stuff in it. So that's some extra stuff. Then I have all of these. I have an extra pair of scissors in case I lose mine or something. Then these are all just pencils. And so These are normal pencils, not like mechanical pencils if I ever want one of those. I have this Yobi like mini station. I probably won't use it, but it's here in case I ever need one of these things. I have this, which has all of my extra Stabilo Boss stuff. So it has the extra highlighters and then all of the extra pens underneath here. I have some tape. It's just like a Scotch thing of tape. Then I have this whiteout, but then I have this little jar that I hold some dry erase markers in that are extras. And then I also have a ton of extras right here. I have a bunch of dry erase markers. I have a bunch of putty. There's more than this. I'm just going to show you this. So I have some like putty in case I ever want to play with that. Then in here I have a bunch of notepads, which are helpful if I need to write anything down, but I don't want to put in my journal or like notes so I can remember stuff. So a bunch of notepads in there. Then I have a backup calculator because my other calculator is in here. I'll show you that later. Then I have a mini stapler with some extra staples. Then I have this like keyboard and mouse, which I can use for my Chromebook. If I don't want to type on the keyboard, if I want a mouse, I just can use that. Then I have some Yobi highlighters. I don't know if you could see. These are Yobi highlighters if I ever need more highlighters. I have lots of highlighters, so I doubt I will need more, but I have one if I do. These two are separated from the rest because this blue one I'm using for choir. In choir, all of our music is hole punch, so I just like to put it in a binder so it's all in here. So that is for choir. And then this purple one I'm using for Spanish, so I might put a folder in it. I don't know yet. If I see I need a folder, I'll put a folder. Otherwise, I can just hole punch all of my Spanish work and put it in the binder. It's sort of nice because I like having my like extra classes separate from my normal classes. Then down here I have all of my like extra folders and stuff. So this whole thing is all extra binders. I have a ton of extra binders. I'm not going to bring them out because they're difficult to put back in, but I have a bunch of extra binders. If I need a binder for anything, I can just grab it there. Then these are little binder folder thingies. So little things you can use in your binders to separate things. Then I have all of these extra folders. There's a ton here. These are just folders from past years, and I like to keep them because then I don't have to go out and buy new folders every single year, because you don't need a new folder every year unless your folder was falling apart, and if it is, I get rid of it. Otherwise, I just keep them all in here because it's helpful to have more folders than you think you need. Then these are all my extra like bendy binders like this if I ever need a binder for something. I don't know, I have a million binders. Then this is my pencil case. I got this thinking we were going back to school. We actually aren't, so I don't really need a pencil case. But if we do end up going back, it's nice to have one. So this is a classic pocket. This is a new one that I got this year because my one from last year and many years past has been broken apart. Like it's trashed. It's really gross. So I decided to get a new one. It has this little pocket in the front, which I wouldn't put anything in. And then when you open it up, so when you go in, it's pretty organized. I did put some stuff in here as like extra stuff if I do go back to school. This is an easy thing to grab that I have everything I would need in. So in this pocket right here, I have some index cards and post-it notes because in English and science and stuff, I use them for vocab and for like annotating. And then in this little section, I really like this because it holds your pens and pencils and they don't like move around and everything. So I have those in here. I have a highlighter, a black pen, a red pen, and then 2 pencils because that's really all I would need if I did go to school. Then for this, I have my calculator. So that is all that I have in my pencil case because that's all I would really need if I did go to school. So I can just grab that because also I might need to meet with a teacher or something. I can just grab the pencil case to work out of. So that is what I have in here, and this is not the end. I have a whole nother thing of extra school supplies. So on top I just have random stuff, that's not important. In this drawer I have a bunch of boxes of pencils, and then I have a bunch of dry erase markers, pens, mechanical pencils, post-its, index cards, glue sticks, a bunch of other school supplies, also extra lead. Then in here I have a ton of paper, lined paper, and it's all just in there. I also have extra graph paper, so that's helpful that I'll put in my binders and like just extras if I need it. Here I have all markers, a ton of markers if I ever need markers. Then in here I have a bunch of other like markers, colored pencils, crayons, other like things I might need for coloring. Then in here I have my extra locker stuff. If I do go back, I have a bunch of locker stuff like my lock, my science goggles, a bunch of things I might need in school. Okay, so that's the end of the video. If you liked it, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below so you can see more of my videos. And click the notification bell so that you don't get notified so that you do get notified every time I post a new video. I really hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Bye!